Hey everybody, this is JD Man here today. I'm going to talk to you about the Simplicity Courier XT zero-turn mower. I've had this now for a few months. Got it at the end of June this year. I was actually lucky to come across it because if you tried to buy a mower this year, you found out there were none to be had. My old tractor, the engine finally went in it, and I needed something. I wanted to get a 60-inch, but there were none. They weren't out there. So this is a 52. I figured I'm going down 8 inches. That it really wouldn't. I was hoping it wouldn't matter, and it didn't. This tractor goes a lot faster than what my other one did. Takes me about the same time to mow my yard now. So I don't know if y'all know Simplicity. They've been around a long time. They started in 1922. They were mainly made like garden tractor, walk behind stuff. I actually have one sitting in the woods here somewhere from the 30s. Need to restore someday. Has an old Briggs on it. And that's who owns them now. But in, I think, 1965, Alice Chalmers bought them out. And, I know this is my JD, John Deere. I actually started out with Alice Chalmers. When I was like 6 years old, my old man sat me on my grandpap's Alice Chalmers 314 garden tractor. And I had a big, right now I have 5 acres to mow, and I probably had about 10 that I mowed back then. I just got lucky. My grandpap felt bad for me, so it was his tractor. He bought it new, and he brought it up to my parents' house, and that's what I grew up on, that tractor. And my first antique farm tractor was an old styled Alice Chalmers WC, and I even had a unstyled Alice WC that was actually the first model tractor to have rubber tires on it. So I'm kind of like finishing up where I started. I'm going back to orange here, but as far as the farm tractor, the old antique stuff, if I would have my two cylinders again. But yeah, this is a 2021. I bought it new, and so far it's been working great. It's got the Briggs 25 horse commercial engine in it. I did the first oil change with five hours on it, and I'll just go through some specs here for you so you know. It says the 52-inch deck, and the big thing that I wanted, because of my other mower, it was more of a professional type mower, and what it had, the mower deck was out front. It was further forward, and the tires didn't stick out. They were even with it was an old Sailor Industries. It was a Clipper is what it was called, and it had a 22 horse Subaru Robin, and I hate that. I'll never own anything with that engine in it again, never. But it's built like the tractor's built like a tank, and someday I'm probably gonna see if Harbor Freight's V-twin that they have, if I can repower it with that, because like I said, the tractor is built like a tank. It's just bad that the company is out of business now, and they say you can get everything through Granger, but I just was done with it. I wanted something new. So 25 horse Briggs Commercial Series V-twin. Let's see here, 2 cylinders. The transmission, it's got the Hydro Gear ZT 3100 with charge pumps. Ground speed can go up to 8.5 miles an hour forward, 0.4 in reverse. The frame, that's made out of 12 gauge steel. The front tires are 13 by 6.5 by 6. They're 4-ply. They've got air in them. I know commercial guys don't like, they don't want to deal with air. They want the solid stuff. It's a steel pivoting front axle. And if you see here, one thing that I like about this tractor, it's got suspension all the way around. It's got springs, shocks. Definitely helps because it is a lighter tractor. My old one is heavy, so it rode pretty good, you know, especially if you have like a yard that used to be a field, like my backyard. You can get hammered if you got a light tractor. Rear tires are 22 by 11/10. It's got their, what they call their SCS suspension comfort system, which I just talked about. This mower deck is 52 inches and is fabricated. Like I said, it is not stamped. You know, you do not want a stamped deck if you plan on keeping a tractor. And if you're mowing rough terrain and that, you know, the stamped decks, they don't last, they rot out. If you happen to hit something, you can bend the deck. They're just, especially nowadays, you know, like my old Alice Chalmers, like with my grandpaps, that deck is still solid, even today, because I still have it. And because that was real steel back then. The height of cut is 1.5 to 4.5 inches. You've got 13 different positions. And I'll show you here, there's a place, it's different from what I'm used to. Pretty much all these new zero turns, that's how they do that. And the deck, there's this pedal here, that's how you raise and lower it. It's just manual, it's not hydraulic. It's got anti-scalp wheels on the deck, there's 4 of them on the front. And what I like about it, on the back, which my old Alice has, it's got a full set of rollers, so you can get that striping effect in your yard. It'll lay the grass down. Now on my old one, they actually rode the ground, they adjusted, that's what adjusted your cutting height. But this one here, you don't want it really touching the ground. You want it just to flow above, just to roll the grass over. So you can adjust it, and I've got it down lower. It's not an infinite type thing, it's just, it has bolt holes that you can choose from. On rough terrain, if I have the mower set too low, I can feel that roller is hitting the ground. So just got to kind of slow down. 2 cup holders, which is very nice to have that. And the assembled width is 64 inches. The assembled height is 48, and the length is 78.5. And what's nice, consumer warranty, 3 years. 3-year warranty on this. That's great. I can't complain. And they even, for commercial use, you know, this, I guess you could call this a prosumer type tractor. They give 90 days, okay. And the mower deck, fabricated mower deck, the warranty on that is lifetime. You know, that's a big deal. You know, like I said, you're never gonna have a problem with that unless, I don't know, you're trying to mow over stumps or something like that. So just some things. The price right now is $54.99, $5,499. But you should check what I did. They had a 48-month 0% financing. So that's what I did. The free money, you know, 48 months, 0 interest. That's a no-brainer. So you know, that's how we went and did this. That's a heck of a deal. And you know, if a tractor comes available, you got to jump on it. You know, I was even thinking of going down to 48, you know, just because I needed something. And I'm glad I happened to go to this outfit and they just got this in stock. And you see, it's scratched up. I mow around trees and everything. I use my equipment. But mechanically, I take care of them. So you see, it's got an LED light here. This light is on all the time. You can't turn it off. It's just on all the time. So I'm gonna walk you around the tractor here. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back here now. Give you a better view here of the side. Fuel, your fuel fill is right here. You get a little fuel gauge there. Fuel gauge, not very good. When it's down to like a half a tank, you see it's kind of a weird shaped tank there. You get down to half a tank, it says it's empty. But it's very easily accessible. There's your battery. These are your hydraulic reservoirs, and they're, when it's cold, just at the very bottom. That's all the higher they need to be, because when they get heat build up, you know, the fluid rises, it expands. And all I had to do, that one there was low. It was just barely in the bottom of it, and I guess it was full when I got it, but after I ran it, I guess they didn't run it enough to burp all the air out of it. And there's that Briggs 25 horse commercial series. Runs really well. See, you got your exhaust down there. What's a nice little feature, the oil change. That's like an extension. You can get it away from the tractor to drain your oil. So that's nice. You don't have to make a big mess. And there you can see is the pivot for the rear suspension. That's pretty nice, and you can disengage the pumps. You got these. These are not a place for tie downs or anything. So don't do that. That's where you disconnect your pumps so you can push them around. Here we got this side, shock again, fuel filter there. And you got a little emissions evaporative filter. Pretty simple. Not, and it's got these big wide tires on it. One thing though, like I said, this tractor, it is light. And with these wide tires, I was spinning a lot because I go fast. I want to get it done. I'm not worried about pretty. I want it done. I got other things I want to do. So I highly recommend, what I did. I put fluid in these tires. If you buy one, put fluid in it right off the bat. I wouldn't even leave the dealership without the fluid in the tires. Just be done with it, because it helped with the ride. It smoothed it out a little bit, and it lots more traction now. It doesn't slip and slide around. We got a good year of pairs this year, finally. Last year we didn't get any. But anyway, and there, let me see here if we can get underneath here. There you can see that roller for laying, and there's your gearboxes, your hydraulic pumps and that. But there's that roller for for doing the striping of the grass, which is a nice little touch to have. I'm glad Simplicity did that. And I just wrote down tire pressure so I knew, because that's critical. You got to make sure with any zero turn or any mower that your tire pressures are correct. You don't want to have one higher than the other, or else you'll be scalping your grass. There's another look at the deck. And I'll show you here. I'll put it down. This pin is how you adjust. So I marked where I usually put them. But let's see here. You just push that, pull this lever over, and you can release it. And that's what lowers the deck. So, give you all a good look at the deck there. Plenty of grease fittings. So any pivot points or anything like that, you can grease the wheels. So that's always a good thing. There's that suspension again. Starting, see, I got 13.6 hours on this. I haven't tried starting it without sitting on it. Let's see if it'll do that or if it's got the safety. So yeah, sounds good. And it's got this, I'll shut it off. This is your electric PTO for your mower. Like I said, it gives you an hour meter, throttle. This is your parking brake. If that's not get you, it won't run. And these are even, let me see here. There's a sequence you have to, if you pull these in without releasing this, it'll shut off. You have to release this and then pull the control arms in to be able to go. There's definitely a sequence to it, and it's all about safety. You know, how did we ever get along without all these safety aids? It's a wonder we survived as a human race without all this safety crap. Adjustment to get your pump motors equalized, your speed, very easy. Just these two knobs here. That's all you got to do to set your to get it so that it's going, not leaning, you know, traveling one direction or the other. You can equal it out. Very simple. The seat, very comfortable. Got plenty of padding. It's even adjustable front to rear. The armrests go up and down. So, like I said, right there's your lever to move the seat. So, and the pumps are belt driven off the engine. There's no shaft drive, and the same with the Mower Deck. I like it. I like it a lot. And this is a thick rubber, and it's got pretty stout blades on there. That way you get up something. My other tractor had the chute on there. It was steel stuck out, and if you hit anything with it, you're doing some damage. So it's nice, this rubber, you can, if you get up a little bit too close to something, it'll give. Like I said, the only two things I really didn't care for, was just getting used to, was the tires sticking out and that they're behind me. On my other tractor, they were right beside me and they were covered by the tractor body. So, you know, like I rubbed up against my trees mowing around them. And the gas gauge, like I said, it's not very accurate. So I hope you got some information out of this. Like I said, if you're looking for a mower, I'd definitely give one of these, consideration. Especially, this company's been around. Next year will be 100 years. Not many can say that. From what I can tell, it's a well-built product. The warranty, they stand behind it, and I would highly consider it. So I hope you enjoyed this, found it informative, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And also, this, something I forgot, this plate here to get at your belts, just undo that knob, that whole thing comes out as well. So okay, anyway, this is JD, man. I'm gonna say thanks for your time. If you want to see more content like this, leave it in the comment. Be sure to like and subscribe, comment. Get that YouTube algorithm working for us little guys. So appreciate it. This is JD, man. Peace.